Hello, I'm TheXToyCat and welcome back to the video. Today I'm showing you a new console exclusive that I found out this morning because I was playing around with TNT for a future video and I was just, testing a bunch of stuff, and one of the things I found out was a bit weird. It didn't seem like what I figured would exist, so I looked it up online, and as it turns out, it's not meant to be there. It doesn't happen on the PC version of the game. It is a console exclusive piece of functionality to do with TNT and explosions, and I figured that's really interesting and can be used in a lot of different ways. So today's video is about what that exclusive is, but it's also about how you can use this to your advantage. So hopefully you do all enjoy this video, talking about the way water and TNT react and how you can do some cool stuff with that. If you do like it, like the video, let me know, because it helps out the channel a lot and lets us know you do like these sorts of videos. Again, it's not one I do too often where I accidentally find exclusive, but this one is really cool, and yeah, I'll be explaining the uses for it, because at first it sounds like a really small one. The exclusive, in case you're curious, I'll just get straight into it so you're not like, tell me now, is that when you explode TNT in water, or any explosion in water, on the PC what's meant to happen is it's meant to not blow up any of the blocks around it. That's how it works on console too, but what it is meant to do is damage any entities around it. So item frames, for instance, so the player, so mobs, all of these things are meant to be damaged by explosions in water, because even though they're in water and the water can like dampen it, it's still an explosion and it should still kill you. So if a creeper goes up in water on the PC, you are meant to still die if you're at that angle. However, on the console, it does not. So yeah, that sounded small at first, and it's like, oh, that's strange. I'll keep note for that for when there's a creeper in the water attacking me. But the truth is, it goes a little bit beyond just that you're in the water and there's a creeper nearby you. You can let it explode on console. It goes a little bit beyond that because you can use it in a whole host of different ways. So let's start with the battle kind of uses, because these are the ones that my mind went to originally, because that's what the the video was about at first. Because basically, when you explode, when you place down TNT in battle, it's kind of an interesting way to buy yourself some time, because the opponent has to either run through it and hope they can kill you before you knock them back into it. They can either wait for it, which gives you time, or they can try and run around it. Either way, they're going to waste at least a couple of seconds, right? But if you place TNT inside the water and your opponent doesn't know about this, so if they watch these videos, then make sure you don't do this. But if you do this on the if you place the TNT in the water, then stand inside it, they'll think you're just committing suicide, so they'll kind of give you some space, and this gives you about 4, if not 5 or 6 seconds to actually do whatever you need to do. Drink a potion. Got a strength potion, use that to save the fight. Got a speed potion, you can use that to get away. Have you got anything like that, you can use this time to do a whole bunch of stuff that might just win you the fight. Also, if you can do it 3 times in a row, because you usually get 3 pieces of TNT, you can kind of just scare them off for long enough that they might not care about you at the end, or you'll have full health. Either way, you'll have enough time to really get out there. And again, as long as they don't know about this particular issue of the way it doesn't hurt players, then they're going to think you're just a crazy person, and people want to avoid the crazy people, even in a battle and stuff. So yeah, use TNT and stand in it in the water to do some cool stuff. And conversely, if you're playing in a regular survival Minecraft world, you can't do this in battle. But if someone tries to, if you want to kind of do the opposite and convince people that it's a harmless explosion, but really it's not, what you can do is you can detonate the TNT, but place a piece of sand on top of it. So yeah, this also works if you want to destroy an ocean monument, or you just want to destroy someone's underwater stuff, because water seems like it's a really good protection against stuff exploding and destroying your stuff. But if you place a piece of sand above your TNT, this works above ground to make it more effective, but it's cool underneath there. What's actually going to happen is it's going to raise it like that, and you're going to blow it up. But also, that's not the exact thing I was actually going for. But if you also place, okay, so let's try this again. If you place the TNT down, and then you place, light this off, then place sand so it lands inside there. Most of the TNT is now going to be inside the block, and although that kind of glitched again, as long as you can make the TNT go off inside the sand block, which usually happens when it's not going crazy and glitchy, you can blow up the land under there, and it's really cool because you can do stuff like this. So yeah, let me just try one more example here. So let's blow that up, then try and place the sand in the block, which we can which we're fairly sorry. But yeah, the point, you can actually blow up underwater stuff in a way you might not expect. So yeah, that's using it to the opposite way. Sorry about that noise. Let's use it to kind of the opposite little advantage right there, and it's a pretty cool thing. So with that said, let's move on to the... my door just randomly opened. It's really spooky. But let's move on to the next little use for it, which is to do with, I guess, kind of defending against TNT. So yeah, basically, because on PC it doesn't really work this way, on console you can use this as like a bomb defusal technique. Because let's say someone does place TNT out in the open, again, in either battle or in survival, and you're really scared because TNT hurts, right? Well, what you've got is you've now got a bomb defusal tool. If you place the water, then it's entirely harmless and you can go on unimpeded, which is really, really, really cool. You can defuse bombs essentially, which a lot of people just aren't expecting. If you when you place TNT down, you don't expect people to be able to be like, well, bomb defuse just like this. This is a way to defuse bombs, not only from doing damage to the environment like it would on PC, but also from doing damage to you. Really, really cool. Also, by the way, you can actually knock TNT away doing this. So if you, so let's say this TNT for a second. But yeah, you can also use this to defuse creepers. creepers. This is the survival use I think is so useful. Basically, this is another use for the water bucket. The water bucket is already the most incredible item in the game. Here's another amazing use for it, because you place the TNT, you place the creeper, the creepers in front of you, you can't stop them from exploding, but what you do have, okay, so please, I'm over here, can you see me? Okay, what you do is you place it at the last second. As long as you can place it on his block, or next to his block, then he's going to explode without any harm to you whatsoever. So, yeah, I should be dead right now. I have like 2 seconds to do something. What do I do? Okay, there you go. So, yeah, that's how you can get your advantage in survival. It's a bomb diffusal tool that diffuses creepers that can also be used to kind of scare people away in battle, but it's a tiny bit beyond that. So, in reality, most of your uses is diffusing bombs or to scare people away by placing harmless bombs. I guess diffusing other people's bombs or diffusing your own. But there's also, the uses that I'm not entirely seeing yet, but I think there's some cool stuff to be done there, including the fact that it won't explode boats, for instance. So, let's say you've got some TNT in the water, you can use this to make some form of weird game or weird, launcher for your boats, because as long as the TNT explodes in the water, so we'll place, some sand. Oh, there's some sponges nearby that I'm not meant to activate, right? Because they're placed from before the update, so okay, yeah, okay, my bad there. So now we've got that boat floating on nothing, which is a bit strange, but yeah, as long as this TNT goes off in water, which right now it's not actually going to, so we need to be really quick on this. Okay, there we go. If the TNT goes up in water, as you see, it's going to launch with some serious kind of power on that, and you can probably use this to make some powerful boat launchers using TNT. Again, this is kind of something I haven't probably played around with. I'm not the guy that can play around boats to the extent that I feel like most people can, but it is something that is really cool, and that I feel like hasn't been properly used just yet. So, yeah, using explosions in water is something that's console exclusive. You can survive them, which means you can use creepers and just let them blow you up. You can, you can do this sort of stuff, but you can also use this the other way. When people know about this, you can create very, very deadly things where, if you place, okay, so I think we can probably do the same. We place sand where a creeper is. Okay, no, I'm flying up. But yeah, if you can place sand on the block and make it so it explodes there, you can blow up stuff underwater in a way that you might not think. So yeah, with that said, I hope you did all enjoy today's video. Hopefully you learned something about a console exclusive I just learned about. If you've known about this the whole time, then I guess you can leave a smart comment and be like, haha, ToyCAD, so I got you there. But if you learned something and you're going to use this to your advantage, let me know what it is. Are you going to use this as like a creeper diffusal tool? You're going to use this to like mess with your friends that are really into TNT? Or what are you going to do? I'd love to hear with the words in the comments. But besides that, like the video if you did like it, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos just like this one every single day on my channel, and if subscribed, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye!